Rachel from Rachel's Naturals and
Christina with Salt and Light Yoga, and we are pairing up again this month for our series on
Keep Calm and Enjoy Christmas.
Yes, and we are in the Christmas spirit. In fact, my second oldest son, I had to stop and think. We have four kids. Where's the camera? 4 kids.
Yeah,
So I had to go through the order. He gave me this awesome Christmas mug. It says, "Baby, it's cold outside." Y'all, it is 70 degrees outside right now.
Yesterday it was cold.
But it's 70 degrees, and it's December.
December.
Yeah. But check this out. This is what it's like living in the South. 70 degrees right now. When we wake up in the morning, it's going to be like 20 degrees outside. So right now, parts of our state, we have like severe thunderstorm warnings and severe thunderstorm watches. And then up in the northern part of the state, it's about to snow. It's crazy here in the South. Yeah. So if you don't like the weather, blink, and you might like it the next second. Because seriously, within the next few hours, it's going to be completely different. So anyway, we're in the Christmas spirit, and we are doing this series on keeping calm and enjoying Christmas. And one of the things that really, really distracts us is our inability to be in the present moment. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. This beautiful child right here,
That's so pretty.
all children naturally stay more in the present moment than us adults do. It is true. If we were to observe our children, if you have children, observe your children, especially really younger children, 10 and under especially. She's 11. You're right there. You just turned 11. But watch your kids, because they are in the moment. Our children have just not started that habit of worry and stress and what happens next. They're really just concerned about, what am I doing right now? Right?
Anyway.
Pretty much. No, kids really are. And we really need to take a lesson from that, because children are typically not as stressed as we are as adults, because number one, they don't have the adult duties that we have. Let's be honest, right? We have bills. We have jobs.
House payment.
She even knows. She hears us talk about things.
Water bill.
Water bills. Yes, the electricity bill.
So also she has this scholarship that she got. Good for you.
We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about that later. Okay?
Say something. Her
Sound
book
good?
is $90. That's all.
Don't worry about that, y'all. Okay? Seriously. I'll talk about it later. See, present moment. Present. We've already left the present moment. And the kid took us out of it. I was just talking about how good kids are at being in the present.
Yeah.
Okay, so we wanted to talk today about some ways that when you feel yourself going all over the place like we just did, how you can come back to the present moment and be more mindful. This is a little bit of Mindfulness 101, because a lot of the mindfulness teachings are about being in the present. So usually our brains are constantly in this forward motion of we're thinking about what we need to do next. And oftentimes we need to think about that, because if you don't think about the fact that you have to pick up your children in 10 minutes from school, you might forget to pick them up.
She has a reminder.
I have a reminder on my phone. I do, simply because when I'm working, sometimes I can lose track of time.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. To stay in that present moment, one of the first things that we need to do is really just stop and be aware of how we feel in our physical body. Oftentimes, we're not even aware of what's happening in our physical body, other than you may notice, oh, I have a headache. But I really want you to be aware. Stop, take a moment, take a couple of nice deep breaths, and just notice the sensations that you feel in your body. Just allow yourself to be present in your physical body. We are mind, body, spirit, right? So these are all connected. And if your mind isn't calm, more than likely your body is also not calm. If you stop, you may notice that you are breathing rather shallow. You may notice that if you're really, really stressed, your heart rate might be up just a little bit. And so this is that time to remind yourself to do what? What's one of the number one things that we can do to calm down, Rachel? We can
breathe.
We can breathe. It's free. Did you like that? It's free. We all can do this. We can just simply sit, take a nice big inhale in, nice full exhale, and just reconnect. Get that body, mind, spirit, reconnect right there with our breath. Another thing that we can do, and I have notes because I knew we would go all over the place because this is a work in process.
Exactly.
A work in progress for me. Oh my God.
You were saying progress and process at the same time.
Okay. It's my ADHD brain. I'll admit it.
Yeah.
So besides deep breathing, another thing that you can do and that I really like to do is you can actually diffuse some essential oils just to create some atmosphere. Here's the thing. Certain oils can certainly be grounding. Some of my favorite grounding essential oils are, just hold on a second, vetiver and cedar and lavender. Those are three of my favorite single oils to use. Because number one, vetiver is a grass.
Smells.
How more grounded can you get than having your feet in the grass?
And lavender.
And lavender obviously is a flower.
Yes, it's a flower.
Obviously all of the essential oils are coming from plants, from roots, from bark, from those sorts of things. So really any essential oil can be grounding, but those are just some of my favorites. And you may have your favorite. Orange may be a very grounding scent for you. And so you can try simply smelling some of your favorite essential oils either through diffusing or just doing it by sniffing the bottle. And this is another one of our favorites.
Definitely.
This is, y'all, I am terrible at going the wrong direction. Here, I'll make Rachel do it.
Oh, crap.
See, she's doing it too. Okay, so this is one of our favorite essential oils. It's called Tranquility, and it's by Amani Oils, and I'll actually have a link underneath here if you would like to get a lovely bottle of this.
It's amazing.
It's a citrus blend, but it also has blue tansy and valerian and patchouli, and lavender. So it doesn't have any lavender. There's no lavender in it. It's mandarin orange, ylang ylang, patchouli, blue tansy, and valerian.
Ylang ylang.
And I wish that we had, we
smell it.
Yeah, smell-o-vision or whatever, so that you could.
Also, if you put that on your pillow at night, it will help you sleep.
Yes, this is one of our favorite blends, and so you can literally just sit and just take a few moments while you're doing your deep breathing and just hold the bottle under your nose. Just close your eyes and just breathe.
It's amazing.
And just take those few moments just to come back to the present.
And it even says relaxing combination on it.
Yes, yes. And another thing that I personally do, this isn't on a daily basis, this is as needed, is I will use some herbal supplementation to help me. I am a typical type A high-strung person. If my husband was in here, it's right here. I have a couple of them. But
That's what I was getting
typical, I'm typical type A, very high-strung, worrywart. These are things I have to work on and remind myself of often. I love you too. But, we got to be honest. That's my real life. So, for me, there are a couple of things that I will do when I'm having a particularly crazy day to help me relax, and that is using some herbal supplementation. During my work day.
Which is all week.
Which is all week, Monday through Friday. Hello. Yeah. Maybe I should have taken this before I did the video. Anyway, so one of my favorite things to take during the workday is this focus and attention. I'm telling you, I can't talk.
Unattention?
Focus attention. Okay? This is by Nature's Sunshine. And
the company we're partnering with.
We partner with them, yes. They are my favorite herbal supplements.
Yes. And their gummies, go get them.
They're our favorite herbal supplements. This is what we offer over at Rachel's Naturals. And then when I'm really, really feeling stressed, Rachel's going to show you the other one that I do. And we're having camera problems.
It is called Anxious Less.
Anxious Less. And I love this supplement. Number one, it contains magnesium and
who would have thought magnesium?
Magnesium is actually one of those minerals that our body really does need. It has calming properties, and that's one of the reasons why it is in the Anxious Less formula. There is another one that I also take that is called Calm. I will have the links to all of these in the description box underneath the video. But it also is another one, and I will alternate. I'm kind of one of those people that when it comes to herbal supplementation, I don't necessarily take the same thing for long periods of time. So I will usually do one for a couple of weeks and then do another one for a couple of weeks. Your body just can start, building up a tolerance to things. And there are some herbal supplements that it's actually recommended that you don't take them longer than, say, 3 to 4 weeks at a time and then take a rest. And so I mix it up a little bit. And so I have these 3 that are my go-to. And just depending upon the day and what I feel like I'm needing, I will either take either the Anxious Less or take the Focused Attention. Again, it depends on the day. So you can also use what God has given us in nature to help support your body. Plants, herbs, essential oils, and use these things to support your health. These don't replace your doctor. I'm not a doctor. No. I'm not a healthcare practitioner. I'm a natural health practitioner in my home, and we will recommend things, but go to your doctor if you are under severe stress and things are not getting better for you, doing some of these deep breathing things, exercising, doing the things that and you're still seeing no relief. Ow. Go see your doctor and make sure there's not something medically going on, because there could very well be hyperthyroidism, and hypothyroidism can cause issues that might mimic what you might think is just everyday stress. And so whenever you are in doubt, go see your doctor, go see your natural health practitioner, whatever your preference is, go see them, because God's given us brains and we need to use those too. So we've talked about prayer before, that when you're stressed, go to prayer. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to your health, go to prayer as well. I did a video, one of the first videos we posted was about me changing my mind. A girl can change her mind. Go check it out. Changing my mind about supplementation. I used to supplement, and then I just hardcore not touching them. I'm done. And I started praying about it, and I changed my mind. And these herbal supplements have really been a godsend in a way. Definitely. Yes. And so, but it's being smart. Mm-hmm. It isn't, I'm not overdoing it.
Yeah, and you think before you do it anyways. You definitely do.
Well, yeah, and I really stop and think, do I need to take this right now?
Or do I not?
Or do I not? Can I breathe through this? Can I do some yoga? Can I pray? And then, do I need to use some essential oils first? We do those different things. And so it is a holistic approach. You don't just have to rely on the herbs. We also try to eat well. We'll do a whole segment on food one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
One of these days we'll do a segment on food. So the other thing is we have to touch the spiritual base, right, Rachel? We can't just talk about our mind and our body and not talk about our spirit. So the other thing that you can do is turn to Scripture to help calm your mind. And our verse today is from 2 Corinthians. And Rachel is going to read it. And here you go. So here's our verse for today.
All praise to God and Father of our Master Jesus, the Messiah, Father of all mercy, God of all healing,
counsel.
I can't read.
We both can't talk today.
Yeah. He comes alongside us when we go through hard times, and before you know it, he brings us alongside someone else who is going through hard times so that we can be there for that person just as God was there for us. We have plenty of hard times that come from following the Messiah, but no more so than the good times of the healing comfort. We get a full measure of that too.
So how awesome is that? So this is 2 Corinthians 1:3-5, just so you can have that reference. And again, we'll post this in the description box below as well.
It's called The Rescue.
But just think about this. God of all healing counsel. So many times we don't go to God first. Now, don't get me wrong. If I have broken my arm, I'm going to the doctor, but I'm going to pray on the way to the doctor, right? I'm not going to pray that my broken arm is miraculously just healed, okay? This is why we have brains, right? This is why we have amazing medical doctors and naturopathic doctors and such who are able to assist our bodies in healing. But so many times, little things, we don't go to God to help us heal, like stress.
Yeah.
We don't pray about our stress. We don't pray about what should we do about our stress. And the other thing is, he comes alongside us when we go through hard times. So God's telling us that we're not left alone. God doesn't leave us alone.
And through hard times.
And that God will also bring along someone else who is going through hard times so that we can be there for that person. Oftentimes, the difficult times in our own lives, eventually we may find that we are able to support someone else who goes through that same thing in their life. I know recently when my mother passed away, I had people who I didn't know had lost their parents or lost a parent that were coming to me and offering me support. And that's what we're here for. So when we go through those hard times, we don't have to go through it alone. And does it necessarily make it easier when you're going? Not necessarily make it easier, but just knowing that you're not alone in something can be a gift. Knowing that when those times do get hard, you have someone who gets it, that you can go to, that isn't going to just go, it's going to get better, because they really don't get it.
They don't know also.
They may not have experienced that. And so if you have experienced something and have gone through something similar that someone else is now experiencing, and you know, it's much easier to truly support them when you've been through it yourself. And so this verse reminds us that not only is God there for us, but that other people can also be there for us, and that we should be there for other people when they go through their trials and their hardships in their life. So during stressful times, lean on those people that love you, that can help support you. Those positive people, those people that are going to speak life over you. Seek those people out. We want that kind of counsel. We don't want the people that are going to go, here, I'm just going to drag you down with me. I'm having a crappy day too. Let's just have a crappy day. No, that's not what we want. We want to seek out those positive people who are going to help us move. I can be like that sometimes. Can't we all be negative sometimes? It's true. So here's the thing. When you're feeling stressed, just remember to get back into the present moment. If you need to, grab an essential oil, take a few whiffs of your favorite essential oil. If you need herbal supplementation, you can give that a go. That may not be something that you feel good about. Pray about it. That doesn't have to be part of your toolbox. We have our own toolboxes. My toolbox is prayer, meditation and breathing, yoga, and scripture, which should be over there with prayer. And then my last is actually supplementation. So you have to do what's best for you. Honor your body. Honor what you feel like is best for you. And write down the verse. What was the verse again, Rachel? It was 1 Corinthians.
Yeah, Corinthians.
Oh, 2 Corinthians.
Yeah, 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians 1, 3 through 5. We can't talk today. No. Can we ever talk in any of our videos?
Seriously.
And you may want to write that verse down and carry it with you. Because it's a good verse. And so that's it for today. And we will be back soon. And
love you guys.
We love you guys. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah.
Is it Hanukkah? I don't even know when Hanukkah started. Or has it started?
It's either in November or December.
No, Hanukkah is in December, but I don't know when Hanukkah starts.
Me neither.
So, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. We're covering all of our bases here, right?
What's it called? Happy Holly.
Happy Holly.
Bye.
All right, we love you guys. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.